2024 has been another banner year for the worldwide leader in combat sports.
The UFC has been on absolute fire. Championship upsets.
Oh! He got him! That's it! That'll do it! And
New stars. Some of the biggest events of all time.
this venue is just incredible.
For those of you who have been with us for every pay-per-view all year, thank you!
Man, have these fights been spectacular, but the best is yet to come.
Let's end the year with a bang, shall we?
Las Vegas! The lights are flashing, the pageantry is on full throttle.
On December 7th, the Octagon returns home to Las Vegas for the final pay-per-view of the year. In the main event, the king of the flyweight division returns.
The new flyweight champion of the world, Alexandre Pantoja!
And now set to do it again.
I prove one more time, and I'm gonna prove how many times I need.
If you want to be a champion, you need to be ready for everybody. I want to prove I'm the best flyweight in the world.
Alexandre Pantoja looks to continue his legacy-defining run as he welcomes the challenge from an international superstar.
Kai Asakura making his UFC debut and fighting for the championship at 125 pounds.
Kai Asakura rose to fame in Japan's Rising promotion as a two-time bantamweight champion. The Japanese sensation now aims to bring his aggressive skill set to the UFC.
He is dangerous and dangerous everywhere.
Explosive on the feet. Probably the best knee in all of MMA.
And make an impact in his first Octagon appearance by taking the flyweight throne.
どんだけ衝撃を与えられるかっていうのを一撃で仕留める自信があるんで、そこに注目してもらいたいですね。
Kai Asakura is the best guy outside of Pantoja as a flyweight.
This is going to be a tough test.
And now the countdown is on.
UFC 310, Kai Asakura. I'm gonna take your head to my table. Let's go.
He has got power.
I come to finish whatever opponent. I'm the champion right here.
In the co-main event, two top welterweights put their undefeated records on the line.
The guy is a real killer.
With a 100% finish rate, Shavkat Rakhmonov has demolished all who stand in the way of his ultimate goal of UFC gold.
18-0, no one has survived this man.
In his toughest test to date, he now faces an equally determined contender in Ian Machado Garrett.
Line them up, I'll knock them out.
The Irishman has confidently climbed the rankings and now aims to stake his claim for a shot at the title by being the first to defeat the man from Kazakhstan.
I'm coming for that world title.
In a featured bout, the heavyweight title eliminator pits former interim champ Cyril Gane
It's percussive and concussive by Cyril Gane.
against the resurgent Alexander Volkov
Oh my goodness. Hand connection for Volkov. That'll do it.
in a high-stakes rematch.
We're gonna get two monsters slanging and banging, and somebody is gonna go to sleep.
T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas will once again be the battleground for the world's elite athletes.
We say goodbye in this year's final event for the card stocked with high-octane contenders.
For an exclusive look into the preparation of our main attractions,
UFC champion of the world by train kick.
this is UFC 310
It's been a great year, and this fight card is going to be nuts.
Countdown. In the formative years of mixed martial arts, Japan was a powerhouse.
What the Super Bowl is to football, what the Olympics represent in the world of athletics, that's what Shockwave is to mixed martial arts. Get ready to experience Pride Fighting Championships Shockwave. For the fans who have not had an opportunity, they really need to be here to fully experience what Pride Fighting Championships is all about. The lights, the atmosphere, this really is second to none.
The rise of Pride FC made the Asian nation the epicenter of a booming international sport.
It is the best show in the world. I cannot tell people enough. He's out! He's out! He knocked him out!
With combat ingrained in the very culture of its people, Asian nation produced scores of legends that will live on in the annals of the sport's history for years to come.
Sakuraba has defeated Renzo Gracie. Unbelievable.
And he gets hooked against Sakuraba down. Gomi is unstoppable.
Their presence was felt as the UFC became the home of the world's greatest athletes.
Trying to lock it in. It's over. It's all over. Kiki Sudo wins by submission. Yushin Otani victorious again here in the UFC. Now Uno raining lefts and right. Nice one. Straight inside. And it's over. Toru Uno is victorious.
Despite this decorated and storied past, Japan is yet to produce a UFC champion.
He's spinning for the arm. He's tapping. Unbelievable.
The hopes of a nation now lie on the shoulders of their latest contender. Many of today's top combat sports athletes began their journey via traditional methods of martial arts training. For Japan's Kai Asakura, his foundations in fighting were anything but conventional.
その実際に格闘技をスタートしたきっかけっていうのは本当にもうクレイジーで、僕の兄貴は毎日リアルストリートファイトをやっていて、喧嘩の相手が街にいなくなって、でついになんか弟の僕を呼び出して夜中にいきなりこのグローブをはめさせて、本気でなんか殺すつもりで俺に殴りかかってきたんですよね。全部かわすことができて、本気で戦いをしたのは初めてだったんですけど、そこで自分に格闘技の才能があるっていうことに気づいて、それがきっかけで格闘技を始めました。僕がその格闘技をスタートした時期に日本の格闘技が全然盛り上がっていなかったんですね。プライドがなくなって、でそんな中で戦うなんかアマチュアの格闘技団体の G アウトサイダーっていう団体が一番盛り上がっていて、僕もそこに出てまず有名になろうと。
Asakura's natural ability flourished into a promising start to his MMA career. After making waves on the Asian regional circuit, Asakura became a homegrown sensation in Japan's rising promotion.
RIZIN に出始めた時にまずその RIZIN チャンピオンになることが目標だったんで、だけどなんかその目標を決めてそのゴールに向かって誰よりもその叶えたい気持ちが強いから、なんか何をするべきかっていうのを考えることができる。まあ嬉しかったんですけど、なんかまた次の目標というか、世界一になりたいっていう目標ができていたので、 UFC のチャンピオンになることを目指してまた次に向かっていましたね。僕はRIZINのベルトを返上して UFC に行きます。
Upon signing with the UFC, Kai's status as a two-time Rizin champion earned him an immediate title shot against the flyweight king.
Saturday, December 7th, from the T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, in the main event, the flyweight champion Pantoja faces the debuting Kai Asakura. Nobody wanted to fight him, but Pantoja is an absolute badass and agreed to the fight.
The famed American Top Team is renowned for its production of world champions. It was this reputation that lured Alexandre Pantoja from his home in Brazil to chase his dream of reaching the sport's pinnacle.
I know exactly the time I'm thinking about can be a champion of the world. My first 4 fights in UFC, I have all in my corner different guys.
Pantoja is one of these guys that just likes to mix it up. Did half this camp in Brazil, came to Arizona, sought out Henry Cejudo.
All good guys, but I don't know if I'm in the right place.
Pantoja is for real, but he's made change despite all the success.
And then when I see Parrumpa, I see a very good opportunity to have a mentor, a head coach. That's when I come to American Top Team.
Pantoja, longtime Nova União staple, now training at American Top Team.
And now, one of the most promising members of the flyweight division.
In 2018, Pantoja called me through a mutual friend who asked me to start working with me.
This young man has massive potential.
He taps! And as you would expect, the American Top Team corner all smiles.
Pantoja fights with an aggression. He fights like someone that's got a nickname like the Cannibal.
Big left hand from Pantoja.
Oh, that hurt him.
And this is a finisher of the highest order. A lot of submissions early on. The knockouts have started to come in.
Oh, good straight right.
Instead of a right hand from Pantoja.
That's it. That's it.
I train at the best gym in the world, American Top Team. My coach Parrupinha, it's amazing, my father.
My relationship with him is not only in the gym, I'm kind of like a father figure for him.
This guy is a finisher in every single range. He takes a lot of risks, and that's why people enjoy his fights.
Man, Pantoja's got a fearlessness in that pocket.
Oh, he's down!
Pantoja ends it!
Wow!
And you see his coach there, Marcos Parrumpa Damata, enjoying the knockout for Pantoja.
We talk about everything. Try to teach him a little bit of my experience throughout this business. Now I'm gonna circle to the side and get to the half guard. And as soon as I get here, I make sure that my hand is in the middle of his back and I put a heavy shoulder. Got it? Let's go.
For Pantoja and all of his coaches, it took a while, but now it seems as though everything has come together.
Olha só, se a gente puder cair por cima, espalhar o frango pra bater é bom, hein?
He's an amazing fighter that works so hard and wants to learn. Isso aí. Exatamente. He always wants more. How can I get better? How can I improve on this area, on that area?
There's the tap! Alexandre Pantoja!
Oh, Pantoja's got his back. Parrumpa said he was going to finish him.
Vai empurrar na mão! Vai empurrar na mão!
Oh, there's the tap! Alexandre Pantoja!
Ombro forte. Empurra, isso aí.
After training here, I start to look around and see how much I'm involved. And then I can realize, yeah, now I can take the belt.
Pantoja's a hunter, and tonight he gets the opportunity, becomes the champion of the world.
Vai brilhar. For his longtime coaches at American Top Team DC, Parrupinha, they put in so much time helping build this man into a championship athlete.
dois chuta na cabeça.
Knockdown for Pantoja. In 2018, he had 3 months with those guys. Right now, 5 years, and now Brazil's got a champion yet again.
He is a product of this gym as much as anyone can be.
Good right hand connection by Pantoja. Shot here.
Oh, boy. I mean, wow. Just takedown after takedown by the champion.
It's so pleasant to see his evolution from 2019 to today.
There's a combo back from the champ.
Finally getting the title.
Não corre pra cima!
Oh, nice connection by Pantoja now.
And then defended twice and ready to defend the third time.
I have opportunity to fight with the best fighter of the world. I have Mexican.
He went the full 25 minutes with Brandon Moreno.
American.
I'm blown away by Alexandre Pantoja.
Australian. But now I have a very good challenger, you know. The best fighter in Asia, a Japanese guy.
Pantoja's penchant for proving his status as the world's best flyweight opened the door to a challenge from former two-time Rising champion Kai Asakura. Pantoja's camp has long had their sights on the Japanese star who makes his octagon debut at UFC 310. Preparations for the champion have been boosted by the experience of his longtime training partner and current Rising flyweight king, Kyoji Horiguchi.
Kyoji is one of the best partners I have in whole my life. I learned a lot. He's a samurai, amazing guy, amazing opportunity to train with him. I see Kyoji fight with Kai 2 times. And one of that, he won. He beat Kyoji. That for me, someone can beat Kyoji. This guy is gonna have a lot of power. And you know, in the next fight, Kyoji killed that guy.
Kai, he's a good record, dangerous fighter, but I believe Pantoja is a different level. Submission, yeah, finish. Anything finish, yeah.
Kai is a guy that was on our radar for a while now. You know, he's 1-on-1 against Kyoji. So that's why we studied him before. And now we study him even more. Kai Asakura is a dangerous fighter.
Establish 3 seconds on the ground. Come back up. One guy only. Go!
He's big, he's tall. He comes from the upper weight division. So that's a challenge for all of us.
All right, get the shield, everything. Punches, elbows, everything.
Kai, he has amazing skills with his striking, but of course, if you talk about grappler, he can compare myself, you know, for me.
There you go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
I think Pantoja is a complete fighter. He's gonna be 5 rounds in your face, trying to finish you every single second of the fight. I believe that he's gonna be ready to show why he is the #1 flyweight in the world.
Beautiful.
South Florida is home to many fighters, including UFC flyweight champion Alexandre Pantoja, who has chosen this location for its advantages in training and the quality of life he can provide his family, who have backed him since the beginning.
Filho, tira a blusa, cara. Entra logo na piscina. I love to spend all my time with my family, you know. Bora. Tá valendo grande isso aí, meu parceiro. The championship. I found the perfect spot. Vai, vai, vai. Vai, calma, vai, calma. Olha, acertou. Vai. We have the pool, beautiful community. I'm real close to the ATT. Kids love it. American dream, you know. That's my spot. My partner, my boss. She's the woman making me a real man, you know. My wife Gabriela is a lot of part of my success. I think the right woman can make you champion of the world.
My wife, my kids, I've worked so hard for them.
Alexandre Pantoja has done it. What a moment to have his family in there.
Yep, they got a champion. I mean, his kids are crying. What a moment for this family.
I say all the time, I try to make a good impression for her, so now I'm the champion of the world. Essa é a prateleira aqui que a minha esposa fez pra mim. Preparou todo esse cenário aqui pra eu ficar, né, sempre focado no próximo gol, né? Ela falou que quer botar mais alguns cinturões aqui.
Pantoja's decision to traverse the globe to find the formula to reach his full potential is mirrored by his next opponent. While the bulk of Kai Asakura's MMA journey took place in his native Japan, his desire for growth led him overseas. Fate would deliver some chance meetings that would allow him to assemble a championship-caliber team.
Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you.
エリー・ケリッシュは僕の打撃のストライキングコーチ。1年半前にラスベガスに練習に行ってた時に、そこにたまたま、フランスから彼も今日はシンジケイトジムに練習に来てるんですけど、
おお、ここですね。
ミットを持つよっていう声をかけてくれたのが、彼のテクニックだったりその知識にすごい驚かされて、なんかその自分にとってすごく合うコーチだなっていうふうに思って、ビリーも同じ時期にそのシンジケイトで知り合って、僕は何度かそのレスリングのクラスに参加させてもらって、このレスリングコーチのテクニックは素晴らしいなと。いい練習見ましたね。コーチが強かった。強かった。あと一人レスリングがめっちゃ強い人いた。日本に呼んで来てもらって、で一緒に勝つことができて。でそこから日本に来てコーチになってほしいっていうふうにお願いをしました。Hey!
My brother.
Hey brother.
How are you? Good.
Thank you for coming.
Good to see you. Thank you for having us.
はい、来てくれました。ビンスとビリーです。
Asakura and his newly formed team now look to take their winning ways to the UFC as they collectively prepare to make history in their flyweight title fight against Alexandre Pantoja.
I joined Kai and his team officially this year, and now we're trying to build the first Japanese champion in the UFC. Kai's huge. He's super powerful. He's fast. He's long. With that speed, with that length, he's a massive threat to Pantoja.
He's going to come after you. He's going to pressure you big, and he's just looking to hold you down. You'll get all the hard work done now, then fight night, put on a show, become a world champ.
パントージャは、打撃もうまいし、グラウンドもうまいし、レスリングもうまいし、でも僕が思うにそれが全てスペシャルではないと思うんですよね。
If you give any second, any blink to Kai, he might just end you. His ability to read the opponent's patterns and to be able to find the timing to knock out his opponents makes him special. So during 25 minutes, we have lots of opportunity.
パンチや蹴りが来ると怖いっていう恐怖心があると思うんですけど、僕はもともと恐怖心が多分他の人よりあまりない。だからしっかり見ることができるし、しっかり打ち抜くことができるんじゃないかなって思ってます。
For UFC debut, being able to have a title match right away is just huge. To grab that belt and to be the first ever Japanese UFC champion is going to be massive toward the whole country. We're going to write history soon.
The MMA world eagerly anticipates the arrival of Japan's brightest star to the sport's biggest stage on December 7th. When Kai Asakura aims to conquer the current flyweight king at UFC 310.
Flyweight champion Alexandre Pantoja, one of the best fighters in the world.
I am the king, and the mountain I'm climbing will topple you.
It's going to take a major effort from one of these contenders coming up.
Vamos, Pantoja.
Kai has amazing skills with his striking.
Stayed the course, obliterate to oblivion, making me hit against Terrio, killing them. My adrenaline is kicking in.
But wherever the fights go, it's gonna be my fight.
Now what is stopping you?
He is just killing everybody.
He mixes things up spectacularly.
Tremendous body of work.
UFC 310. I wanna finish Kaya Sakura. I wanna bring his head for my table.
This is a call of the warrior. Another claiming they're ready for battle. Meanwhile, I'm back in the saddle. With all of the cages I've rattled, I'm meeting and see what you thought was a savage.
Been loads of chat about Kaya Sakura for a long period of time.
One of the funner strikers you're ever going to see. Explosive on the feet.
パントージャよりも僕の方が一発で決める力を持ってるんで。
I'm in full attack. I'm
13 knockouts, a rising champion.
Kaya Sakura is the best guy outside of Pantoja as a flyweight.
This young man has star quality. Probably the best knees in all of MMA.
Dude knocked out Horiguchi in a minute.
A guy who brings numbers with him. He has a YouTube channel with over 1 million subscribers. He is a popular dude. So he has the opportunity to come in here and be a superstar right off the bat.
Sakura comes into the big show on the biggest possible stage.
今まで UFC の中で、歴史的なみんなの印象に残ってるような KO シーンってあると思うんですけど UFC310 で僕が、みんなの記憶に残るようなね一発で終わらせる予定です。
Pantoja, Kaya Sakura, a phenomenal fight.
In recent years, Kazakhstan has emerged as a hotbed of world-class MMA talent. The mountainous region has produced numerous prospects and is now on the brink of having their first title contender in Shavkat Rakhmonov.
The first fighter to sign with the UFC out of Kazakhstan, Shavkat Rakhmonov makes his debut tonight.
Қазақстан үшін өте бұл не десем болады. Біздің болельщиктер бәріміз де сол күткендік.
There's the tap.
Сол Қазақстаннан біреу барып, осындай UFC'де әдемі, мықты жекпе-жектер көрсетеді деп.
Hey, this dude's a killer. I mean, this dude's an absolute killer.
Мен барлық жекпе-жектерім қызықты.
Rakhmonov is super aggressive too. Oh! He isn't trying to point fight out there.
It could have been a submission, could have been a TKO. Rakhmonov can do everything.
There's the tap!
Менің финишке жетуім, менің универсалдық байес ретінде өзім танимын.
17 up, 17 down.
Қазір таңда тағы да сол UFC'нің белбеуге претендент номер 1 болу үшін.
As he looks to further solidify his status as a top contender.
Oh, he tapped! He tapped. Wow. Shavkat Rakhmonov becomes the first man to submit Wonder Boy Thompson.
Rakhmonov puts his undefeated record on the line against a fearless challenger looking to capitalize on a golden opportunity.
Ian Machado Gary has lived up to every single expectation placed upon him. Every confident word that has come out of his mouth, he has lived up to that as well.
Ian Machado Gary's ascent to contention was a perfect balance of showmanship and devastating delivery of his natural ability.
Oh! Huge right counter!
That's it! That's it!
Ian Gary coming up large in the debut!
The future is here.
There is humans walking around this earth that have just been gifted talent. And I believe I'm one of them.
Confidence that I have not seen since Conor.
Gary's movement is one of his greatest strengths.
This kid's fast. He is accurate.
Confidence not an issue.
When it comes to confidence, you need to be able to tell the world what you're going to do.
Line them up, I'll knock them out.
And go do it.
What Ian Machado Gary brings to the table is the confidence that comes from being an undefeated superstar who just has that look of a champion.
My goal in fighting is to leave behind a legacy.
Ian Machado Gary wants to be the world champion.
UFC, you have a new star in town. Where it is inarguable that I am one of the greatest of all time.
One of those guys that just has an IQ to find weak spots on fighters.
My rise has been perfect so far.
So well-rounded.
But there's so much more to come. And it's the future that excites me.
I don't care who's next. I'm going to be a world champion. The future is inevitable.
With his undefeated status also at stake, Machado Gary looks to derail the momentum of the Cossack warrior and stake his own claim, a title contention. UFC 310 will not be the first time the paths of the young welterweights have crossed.
When I signed to the UFC, I had no gym to train at. And my wife said to me, if you could list 5 of the world's best gyms that you'd want to go train in, where would it be? I said, I'm not listing 5, I'm listing 1. It's Killcliff. And when we got there, Shavkat was training there as well. Me and Shavkat trained a lot together. I think he's a phenomenal fighter. Henry Hooft told me that Shavkat Rakhmonov and him had a conversation, and he said, Shavkat knows you're going to be the champion one day, but he says me first, then him later. So it's unfortunate that one of us are going to have to lose, and I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that he's not getting his hand raised. One of the first experiences I had at Killcliff was between myself and Gilbert Burns. And Gilbert said, listen, Ian, you're too young and too talented to stay in one place. Go travel the world and learn.
Cruza a cabeça direto. Direto no abdômen.
My brain is so focused on growth and knowledge and being the best martial artist I possibly can be. And I wanted to go every corner of the world and learn from different experts in the game.
Machado Gary's latest stop in his evolutionary journey has seen him travel to Thailand, where he makes his preparations for the upcoming fight against his former training partner.
What I love about Thailand is there's a lot of guys here that I can learn from. There's a lot of guys here that I can mix it up with and get great looks for. Shavkat. While I'm here, I'll soak up every ounce of knowledge I can. I'm going to be ready 110% come December 7th.
Shavkat Rakhmonov remains a part of the South Florida-based team and believes it still provides the perfect conditions for him to thrive.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, we're working! Come on!
Men Killcliff залына bir 3 жыл шамасында жаттығу жасап жүрмін.
Work, work, work! That friendship ain't gonna get you paid. You need to keep fighting. Nice! Let's circle out of there, yep. It's okay, now we go back to work.
Бұл жерде не десем болады, мен сияқты жауынгерлер өте көп, сондықтан да бұл жақта конкуренция кішкене бізге қарағанда көбірек.
Up and down, make him think about your stand-up. We got 2 more!
әрине, способность өзімдігі мен үшін жетеді деп ойлаймын. Бұдан да ары қарай жалғастыра беру керек способностьтарды. Бұл спорт бір орында тұрмайды, сондықтан да әр жақтан, әр направлениялардан даму керек.
That's it. Nice. Stand good, Shavkat, then work, yeah? Stand good, stand good.
Мен білмеймін, мені барлық жақтан өсуге тырысамын, техника қай жақ, партер болсын, күрес болсын.
Nice, finish though. Let's go. I want to finish.
Бұл салмақта мен қандай да жауынгер болсын, барлығына проблема создавать етемін.
Let's go, work, work. You gotta go for it.
Reach. Good. I'm excited for this. He's undefeated.
Shavkat Rakhmonov, 6-0 in the UFC.
I'm undefeated.
Ian Machado Gary, 15-0, 8-0 in the UFC.
No one has solved his jigsaw puzzle, and no one has solved mine.
Yeah, 3, 4, last one.
But I'm ready.
Good, nice.
I was born ready for this opportunity.
What Ian Machado Gary brings to the table is the confidence that comes from being an undefeated superstar who just has that look of a champ. The way he carries himself, the belief that he has, the way he performs inside the octagon, and more importantly, the way he rises to the occasion.
I'm telling you now, December 7th, I'm going to beat Shavkat.
When I show up, I surgically dominate. Beautiful combinations, relentless. Oh!
Undefeated, unstoppable.
I'm going to be a world champion, then future is inevitable.
Бәрінде ол әдістерім жақсы, менде не десем болады, менде барлық жақтан дайындық жақсы.
Man, when they shut that octagon door, he approaches these fights in a cold-blooded manner.
Now he's on his back. He's got 10 seconds to survive here.
Oh, he's out!
No one has been able to make it to the final round with Shavkat Rakhmonov.
Барлық жағынан дайын болуға тырысамыз. UFC 310-ға.
This is an unbelievably well-matched up fight.
Can we just get to fight night already?
A featured bout at UFC 310 is a rematch of perennial heavyweight contenders who are once again on the cusp of a title shot. As a mainstay on the heavyweight MMA scene since 2009, Alexander Volkov has racked up an impressive resume over the span of his 48-fight career. The UFC title, however, remains the one elusive accomplishment for the 6'7" Russian.
До моего подписания с UFC у меня были пояса в различных промоушенах, поэтому подписавшись уже в турнир UFC, у меня уже был очень большой бэкграунд и большой опыт.
Many people have wanted to see how this man, Alexander Volkov, would fare inside the world-famous octagon.
Volkov pushing forward with a good punching combination.
Volkov throwing hands here. Big Country might be in trouble. Big uppercut. Oh, and now a knee. Good combination from Drago.
Oh, nice work here from Volkov.
Oh, Struve goes down.
He puts Struve on the mat. That's it.
Wow.
Oh, he's got him stumbling.
Oh, look at this.
Volkov puts out the life of the former champion.
Volkov lived up to the hype when he arrived in the UFC. However, after his early run of success, inconsistency would plague his tenure on the sport's biggest stage.
This guy was beating Derek Lewis up until the very third round. Had he won that fight, he may have fought for a UFC heavyweight championship.
Несколько раз в моей карьере в UFC я уже был очень близок к титульному бою.
Still in search of that elusive first UFC title shot.
Volkov needs to be very careful here. One mistake, this fight's over. There it is.
He's done it!
Я терпел неудачи, но это закалило меня, сделало меня сильнее, показало мне то, чего мне не хватает для того, чтобы достичь моей цели.
With attaining UFC gold still his prime driving force, Volkov made a change to his training environment. The relocation to the fight capital of the world proved to be a fruitful one.
Сейчас я тренируюсь в Parallel тренинг-центр. Я начал тренироваться около 1,5 года назад, когда переехал в Лас-Вегас. Я стал более уверен в своей физической силе.
Oh my goodness! Hand connection for Volkov! The mouthpiece is out! Alexander Volkov stops Biggie Boy in round 1!
Oh, and he's busted up Romanov under there.
And he's bleeding, yeah. These are clean.
This is going to do it. Alexander Volkov sends a message that he is still very much a player at heavyweight.
Volkov's so heavy on top here, doing a good job.
And now look at him.
Might have an Ezekiel choke. Yep. That's an Ezekiel choke.
Oh, tie tapped! Alexander Volkov by submission.
His resurgent run has placed the Russian within reach of a title shot, and with an opportunity to showcase his evolution against a familiar foe.
Единственное достижение, которое у меня осталось в моей карьере, именно пояс UFC, чемпионский пояс UFC. Это очередной шанс для меня использовать все, чтобы выиграть этот бой и подраться уже за титульным боем.
In contrast to the lengthy MMA career of his opponent, French heavyweight Cyril Gane's tenure in the sport accelerated at a rapid pace. From the moment the former kickboxer donned the 4-ounce gloves.
Je commence le MMA en janvier 2018. On a mis un an et demi, quoi. Après mon premier entraînement de MMA, on a mis un an et demi à faire le premier combat à l'UFC.
Cyril Gane, highly thought of as a big-time prospect in this division. It's incredible. I don't know where the limit is for this guy.
Oh, and there's a tap!
Très vite, il a su, par le biais du management, gérer ma carrière.
Gane starting to tee off.
Comme j'avais pris une hype, parce que j'étais arrivé comme ça et je faisais des choses.
And this heavyweight has a bright future inside the octagon.
Oh! Ciryl Gane flattens Junior Dos Santos!
We have seen him do things that you don't expect from a guy so young. But tonight he has his biggest test. He's got to beat Alexander Volkov.
And nobody has been able to solve this puzzle quite yet.
A win over Volkov saw Gane advance from prospect to contender. And less than 2 years after his UFC debut, the Frenchman had attained UFC gold.
Je commence le MMA en janvier 2010, mon entrée à l'UFC en août. Et août 2021, j'ai la ceinture intérimaire. Ça va extrêmement vite. C'était une expérience magnifique.
Ciryl Gane on the cusp of a world title! And that is it!
The momentum of Gane's rise was halted when he fell short of capturing the undisputed title on his first attempt. A second shot was earned, but in his way was the consensus greatest of all time, Jon Jones.
Live from T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada, USA, this is UFC 285, Jones versus Gane.
Et quand je le regarde, donc bien vu que j'étais pas là. Ça représentait bien ce que je ressentais le jour du combat. Une incompréhension totale de ce qui se passait.
Ciryl Gane has been active. He has realized a ton of UFC success as he tries to be the first man to beat Jon Jones in a mixed martial arts setting.
Je me reconnais pas. Chose que j'ai jamais faite de ma vie. Jamais combattu comme ça, de cette manière.
UFC title fight time!
I got goosebumps.
La gestion de distance, mes déplacements, la clairvoyance que j'ai.
Jon's controlling the center of the octagon. Jon's got the clinch. And he's got him down immediately.
Je n'avais rien de tout ça.
Oh, he tapped! Jon Jones! He got the greatest of all time!
Avec le recul, je me dis cette expérience-là m'a peut-être été bénéfique. Moi, personnellement, ça m'a aidé à me recentrer sur moi-même. Moi, ça m'a donné un esprit revanchard, hein, donc esprit compétiteur.
After the crushing loss to Jon Jones ignited a newfound determination, Gane was presented with the opportunity to remain in the title picture, with a headline event in his home city, against dangerous rising contender, Sergey Spivak.
Il y a des gros titres. Est-ce qu'il va mettre la clim à Paris? Je suis entraîné comme jamais, je suis revanchard comme jamais. Et on met de l'activité, on est très conscient qu'il va charger, c'est sûr. De toute manière, s'il veut gagner le combat, il va devoir charger. Si ça reste debout, il va pas gagner. Le tout maintenant, c'est de savoir défendre et charger ça.
Perfect sprawl though by Ciryl, look at that.
Puis dans le coin, t'as Lopez qui me dit mais faut envoyer un message fort, faut terminer.
Oh, that's it, Joe. That's the one. This is the beginning of the end right now.
Et donc marche avant. Ça distribue. On fait le job.
What a night, Ciryl Gane. Back to winning ways once again.
The win over Spivak lined up yet another #1 contender fight against Alexander Volkov. The Frenchman is once again linked up with his trusted team at MMA Factory. Whose focus is on helping Gane prepare for the imposing frame of his opponent.
Tout de suite, Poulain, ne laisse pas se respirer.
Volkov, il n'y a pas de surprise, hein, c'est quelqu'un de très grand. Donc je m'entraîne avec des gars forcément plus grands que moi. Notamment avec Paulin, qui est une vraie galère en pied-point. Hein.
Poulain, donne-moi le MMA.
Là, il a combattu pour la ceinture récemment d'Ares, qui a un énorme potentiel. On a aussi un deuxième sparring partner, Maxime qui vient de la boxe anglaise, qui pareil fait quasiment 2,5 m.
Maintiens la pression, Max. Lâche-le pas. Très bien. Excellent.
Ce que j'ai eu comme consigne de Fernand avant le sparring, c'est de le mettre dans le rouge.
Fin jab. Ouais, même en fin, voilà.
Beaucoup d'activité, donc c'est ce que j'ai fait.
Très bien.
Je sais qu'il est grand comme moi, à peu près le même physique, il mesure plus de 2 mètres. Mais je pense pas qu'il soit aussi rapide que moi et aussi puissant que moi. Donc je pense que le sparring type pour Ciryl Gane.
Il faut qu'il ait mal, Cyril. Mais quoi qu'il en soit, on va avec une volonté de finir le combat avant la fin.
Voilà.
La manière dont on travaille la boxe, c'est une boxe puissante avec une recherche de fini. La manière dont on travaille le sol, ce n'est pas un sol défensif, mais c'est un sol offensif pour aller chercher la soumission.
On change de niveau. Let's go, let's go.
C'est excitant pour moi de savoir qu'il a perfectionné cette panoplie.
The team at the UFC Performance Institute worked with Volkov by tailoring a training regimen unique to the fighter to ensure he is 100% ready for the upcoming rematch.
Up. 1, 2. It's extremely unique to work with someone like Alex. He's a big guy, 6'7". He just handles weight in a different way than a smaller body would. Good. Just 1, 2. 1, 2. There you go. He had been training 5 times a week in strength and conditioning. He was in here so often to build confidence in his ability to move and handle weight and his load for his technical training. That's what all this is about. Let's go, nice. Control at the top.
Я вижу, что в моей игре намного больше преимуществ над техникой стрелгана.
Oh, nice punch.
Я более развитый боец. Я намного дольше в этом спорте.
Beautiful combination.
У меня есть больше вариантов для победы. Победа над Сирилом в первую очередь для меня будет значить мое развитие как бойца. Скажем так, черта, которую я должен перешагнуть, чтобы дальше двигаться, чтобы продемонстрировать нового себя.
J'ai donné du déplacement, j'ai donné la technique. Plus il en donnera, plus j'en donnerai. C'est comme ça. J'espère qu'on va donner ce même spectacle-là.
It's rare we see a heavyweight with this kind of skill on the feet.
The heavyweight showdown sets the stage for a battle between 2 undefeated welterweights in the co-main event. The Shavkat Rakhmonov.
Oh, and that's gonna do it.
Takes on Ian Machado Garrett.
I'm gonna be a world champion whether you guys want it or not.
All before the final title fight of 2024. As flyweight king Alexandre Pantoja puts his belt on the line against Kai Asakura. It all goes down on December 7th at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas.